Hi my gorgeous ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about how to get glowing skin, and this look is basically for all skin types, and this is very easy to do if you are looking to get more glowing skin, and if you are ready for the summer like I am, then keep watching. So what we're gonna do, we're going to start with moisturizer, which I already have on my face. You want to start off with a clean face. The first product that I will be using is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner, and I'm going to be applying this right here in my cheek area as well as my nose, just because I have a lot of open pores, or rather visible pores right in there in that section. So I will be applying this there. The next primer that I will be using, it's going to be MAC Prep+Prime, and this is the skin base. And I'm not going to be using a mattifying primer today just because this is a glow finish. So if you mattify your skin, basically you're defeating the purpose of the look. So just pump a little bit on your hands, and I'm going to be applying it all over my face, but not where I applied the pore refiner. The next product I'm going to use is MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to spray my whole face before I apply my foundation. Just let that sink in for a minute. While that's sinking in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be mixing my foundation. So for foundation, I'm going to be using NARS. This is Sheer Glow Foundation in the color Medium Dark 1. I'm going to be putting this on my tray. So I'm running out of my favorite, or one of my favorite foundations, and this is as much as I can get out of it. I'm also going to be putting into my foundation is the NARS Illuminator. And this is an Orgasm. This is one of my favorite illuminators. If you can get your hands on the powder. I'm sorry, my dog is barking, so you will hear him a little bit. When you are mixing in the illuminator in your foundation, make sure that you are only applying maybe a drop like this much in there, and that's all that you really need. See, this is the illuminator right here, and this is the foundation. I'm going to be mixing the foundation with a Real Techniques. This is a pointed foundation brush. So I'm going to be just mixing this in there, and I'm applying it to my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with the MAC 187. And I'm finding that I might need a little bit more of the illuminator in there, so stay. So I'm going to be applying a little bit more in there. So just put it on all over your face. When you are choosing your foundation, make sure that the foundation is not full coverage, because when you are doing a glow look, you want your skin to kind of peek through your makeup. And if you're using a full coverage foundation, it kind of doesn't look well, in my opinion anyhow. I'm going to be putting some on my neck and on my neck bones. And now I'm going to be blending it all out with my MAC 187. So after you apply your foundation, you want to conceal any darkness that you have under your eyes, like I do. To mattify the darkness that I have under my eye, I'm going to be using Makeup Forever concealer in R32. And basically I'm going to apply this with the same foundation brush. I'm just going to clean it off. I'm going to apply this right under my eyes, and I don't want to brighten up too much this area. I just want to conceal my darkness under my eyes. So now that concealer is applied, take a damp beauty blender and just blend that out. So now that that's done, I'm going to be taking the translucent powder and just applying that right under my eye area. So now you want to set your skin, and to set my skin I'm going to be using the Mercier translucent powder. And basically why I'm using this translucent powder is because this powder has kind of like a it's translucent, but it also does not kind of show up, so that's why I kind of like it more. And I'm just going to lightly apply it all over my skin. Very lightly, because I don't want it to mattify the look. So now that that's applied, I'm going to be applying a Skin Finish bronzer, and this one is by MAC, Give Me Sun. This bronzer is very pigmented, so I'm only going to be using a very light application. I'm going to be grabbing this fluffy brush by MAC. It's a MAC 138 brush, and just lightly dabbing it and then removing the excess. Right here, just lightly apply that bronzer. Try not to go below your ear, because it's kind of hard to kind of conceal and erase any mistakes. Now again, this is a very natural look, so you don't want to use too much. And if you use too much, just blend it out. Now that I have applied that, I'm going to be applying a sort of corally color blush, and I have a MAC palette here, and I'm going to be using the blush in Peaches, which is this color right here. And again, the same motion that I applied the bronzer with, I'm going to be applying with the same brush. Smile and just apply a light application. Very, very light application. Now that that's done, very simply, I'm going to be using the NARS Orgasm Illuminator again, and with a, where is it? With the same foundation brush that I used, this one, which is by Real Techniques, I'm going to dab a little bit of the Orgasm right on the brush and lightly apply it on the highest point of my cheeks. I'm going to apply also on my forehead in the center. Regularly, I would apply the illuminator just on the sides, but for this look, I'm going to be applying exactly where the light is going to reflect, which is on the highest point of your cheeks, on your forehead, and a little bit on your chin, and on your nose, just a bit. I'm going to take the same damp beauty blender and I'm going to use the fatter side of the beauty blender, and I'm going to just dab the illuminator on my skin. You want to use a light hand. You don't want to erase the illuminator off of your face. So now to set the illuminator, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Glow Kit. And I'm going to try to match the same NARS illuminator to this palette. And I'm going to be using the color Bubbly, which more closely resembles the NARS illuminator. And with the same brush that I used for the translucent powder, which was the Real Techniques contour brush, I'm going to be picking up some of that and lightly applying it right over the illuminator. Wherever I apply the illuminator, that's where I'm going to be applying this powder. Now for me to blend that out, what I'm going to be using is, the same brush that I blended out my foundation with, which is the MAC 187 brush, and just blend it out so you have no harsh lines and it can kind of all be seamless. As you can see, my face is already glowing, and since we already set our face with most of the highlighters and powders, now what we're gonna finish off is with the eyes. Now for the eyes, I'm going to be taking the same foundation brush that I used, and I'm going to applying a very, very small amount, just like whatever is on the tip of this. I'm not even gonna squeeze any more out. I'm going to apply it to my lids, just the bottom half of my lid, like this. Again, just take, if you need a little more, you can grab some, but very little amount. You don't want too much of this on your eyes. So very, very little. And just apply it to the bottom half of your lid. Try not to get too messy because this will set once you put on your powder. If you make a little mistake, then just clean it off with your finger. I applied the NARS Orgasm on my lids. Now I'm going to set it with the same contour brush and the same glow kit by Anastasia in the color Bubbly. Just grab some and just set it. Now I'm going to be taking a small shadow brush and I'm going to be picking up just a little bit of this Sunburst highlighter, and I'm going to be putting it on the tear duct just to give it a little more shine right in there. Make that pop like that. Now for my crease area, I'm going to be using Tarte and Bloom in the color Smarty Pants right here, and with a shade a blending brush. This is the Morphe M411. I'm going to pick some up very lightly, just apply it exactly where the highlighter ends, and just a small amount. You just want to blend it out. That's all I'm using this for, is to blend that line out. And that was that, but it's a very simple step. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is my eyebrows. Very simple. I'm just going to be penciling them in with my, I don't know, because I don't have it. Yes, I do. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil for my eyebrows. And this is a very simple step. You guys have seen me do it a million times. I'm just going to lightly feather them in. I don't want harsh eyebrows because this is a very natural look. So I'm just penciling in this my eyebrows just to fill them in, not really to make them harsh. As you can see, you see the difference? It's not as harsh as other makeup applications. Ugh. So once you have done that, then you're going to take the other side, which is the little brush, and just kind of comb them out. Then you're going to take your Anastasia Clear Brow Gel and just set your eyebrows. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using this MAC pencil, and this is in the shade NC42 NW35, and this is a Chromographic pencil, and it's for multi-uses. So because this is more like a peachy color, I'm going to be putting that on my waterline just to open my eyes up more instead of using the white, because the white is more harsh. So this color pencil will work fantastic to erase any redness, to make your eyes pop more without it looking, you know, so dramatic. So just apply this to your waterline. And that was that. Now for mascara, I'm going to be using Loreal Voluminous. As you can see, it's shaded, but it's the Carbon Black Voluminous Mascara. I'm also going to be using a mascara shield because I'm not going to be using falsies today. So I just want a very natural looking skin. So the way you use this is basically you would put this right on your lash line like this and apply your mascara. This will help get the mascara like right by the lash line without it messing it up. So I can't really talk and do this, so I will just do it and you guys can watch. So that's how that is done. As you can see, it gets right into the lashes. So now we're going to be doing the bottom lash. And again, just put it right where your lash line is and just apply mascara. So the last step that we're going to be doing is applying some lipstick. I'm using MAC Freckled Tone, and just basically apply your lipstick. And I'm going to be applying a lip gloss on top, and this is MAC Deelight lip gloss. As you can see, I love it because I have no more. And I'm trying to scoop out the very last bit and just apply it to your lips to give you some shine. You can use any lip gloss that you want. Just make it, just make sure that it's a color that kind of goes with your look. The last step that we're going to be doing is just applying some Fix Plus all over. Let that set. So this completes the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and this is a great look for summer, for spring. I cannot wait for spring. If you're from New York, you would know that we get 2 weeks of spring, then comes summer, and then winter. We have no in between. So if you're ready for spring and you're ready for summer, this is the look for you. And again, thank you for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, my gorgeous ladies.
Wait.
Crickets. Wanting more glowy skin and so a little advice for you guys before you go on to the next eye: clean this off with a makeup wipe, because I kind of did a boo-boo right there because this was still wet with mascara. Disclaimer, just clean it off.